A lot of times our clients will ask us how long the service is going to take or how long do they need to be off the floor. Today we're going to answer that for you. At Kimminau Floors, we provide 3 basic services: installation, refinish, and then a maintenance coat or a cleaning coat. And so the answer to how long you need to be off the floor or whether or not you leave the house really depends on the service. We'll start with the installation process. Depending upon the size of your project, our installation services generally only last a day or 2. We can usually handle about 400 to 500 square feet a day. So it just depends on how big of a project you have and how much we're installing. The nice thing with installation service is you don't have to leave the house. You can walk on the floor each night. You can be in the house during the entire process. It will be a bit noisy. We're obviously going to take precautions and mask off your sensitive areas or the areas that we're not working in, and that may limit some of the traffic flow in your house, but for the most part you can be there during that process. If you're at home or working from home, I would probably encourage you considering a different place to work at while we're there. The compressors are noisy, the saws, the nailers, so there will be quite a bit of noise and there could be some disruption if you are trying to work from home. So when it comes to the sanding and refinishing process, the nice thing is with today's advances in finish technology, the dry times, the cure times, the odor, there's a lot of options out there. Some are 0 VOC or really low VOCs. Quite honestly, probably 50% of our clients never leave the house, and it's great. You can stay in the house during the entire process. There's just a certain window of time where we need to minimize foot traffic, and that's really during the staining process. You know, let's say the average job's 1,000 square feet, start on a Monday. You know, on Monday, we're gonna do a lot of the prep work. We're gonna start sanding. Tuesday, we're gonna continue sanding, probably stain that floor on Wednesday. And Wednesday's that day we're gonna have to minimize the traffic. We really need to minimize how much walking is taking place on that freshly stained floor. The stain does dry quickly, so if you have an area in the house where you can maybe access through the basement or whatnot, that's really the most crucial time where we want to minimize the foot traffic. The following days, we'll put 2 seal coats down. They dry within 90 minutes. You can walk on them with socked feet right away. And then the last day, we usually install the base shoe or the trim, do the final coat. Once again, walk on it within a couple hours with socked feet. Let it cure over the weekend. These finishes are extremely fast curing, which is great. And so you can get right back on that floor, and your animals could even resume traffic probably within 3 or 4 days. So the beautiful thing about our cleaning coat service is almost always it takes simply just one day. You leave for work in the morning and return that same day in the evening, 4 o'clock, 5 o'clock. That floor will be freshly coated and dry, and you can walk on it with socked feet the same day, that evening. There you have it. That kind of walks you through the timelines of a typical 1,000 square foot job and when you can and cannot walk on the floor.